Welcome to week 6, part 1, linear graph. So this is some of the form for linear equations. You should know the name. So in case that a questions when they asking you for the format of the answer, you know which one is to use. So we have point slope form. Why I call that? Because they were given the slope m and a point x1, y1. Slope intercept is when you have the slope m and then the y-intercept point. For the y-intercept is always 0, comma, the value, and in this case is b. Horizontal line, it look like that when you wrap it, and then vertical line, is that how it look like. General form. So remember, for the general form or the standard form, we don't have any fractions. It's all about the interior. And then for the general form, we move all of the term to the left hand side and the right hand side is 0. For the standard form is you have the number or constant will be on one side, and then the x and the y term will be on the left hand side. We not usually use the general form and the standard form. Mostly we will use the first four. So this is the review for this session today. So the three most popular form is the standard form, and we know that before, ax plus by equals c. Then we have the slope intercept form, and then we have the point slope form, and that's what is the needed informations to write it, right? A, B, C are integers. So we review on the finding intercept. So you know that if we call x-intercept, it means the graph will cross the x-axis at a point, and that point they call the x-intercept. And to write that in terms of coordinate, pair point will be x comma 0. So it means y equals 0, the x value when y equals 0. Place where the graph crosses the x-axis. So we can open parenthesis x comma 0 because y always equals 0. Opposite for that is the y-intercept when the graph crosses the y-axis at a point, and for that point they call the y-intercept, and they write at x equals 0, comma, and then y-intercept. So one more note is for linear graph, we only need 2 points. Only need 2 points to draw a graph, a line in this case. So you know that if we have the x-intercept and y-intercept, we'll have 2 points. When you connect that 2 points and extend it forever from both directions, you will have a graph, right? Alright, now we go to review the slope. The slope describes the steepness of the straight line, alternatively called the gradient or the straight line. gradient, steepness, slope is the same. Okay, so for the slope, we'll have rise. Rise is vertical distance the line go up or down. So you can see the pictures, right? So we have the y2 right here. To subtract the y1 right here, at the same level with that point. So the blue line will be y2 minus y1. And then the run is from x2 right here minus x1. So x2 is from here. And then x1 is from here. This is y1. And this is y2. So we will have the slope will be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This was to say the slope of AB, the slope of AB of that line, okay? So we have a few kind of slope. So for the first one, A right here, when the line is go up like that, go up mean you from the left to right is increase. That will be positive slope M. When it's go down from left to right, so here is the, remember to looking at the wrap line is the black one, okay? So this go down, this one is go up like that, this one is go down, so this one is positive M, this one is negative M, and then when M, this one go down, that negative M, when M is equal 0, it means it's on the horizontal line. So when M equals 0, when the vertical line, you cannot it will be the undefined case. So you have the vertical line that indicate that undefined. Undefined. And this one is when slope M equals 0. Okay, so you can match that when you review. So the horizontal chain, they said right here, the horizontal chain is called the run. Vertical chain is called the rise or fall. So to run, it will be right or left, right? Left or right. To be rise, it will be up or down. This one is about the y. This one is the characteristic of x. Slope equal rise over run. It means the blue part over the green part. So for these questions, we will redraw it one more time. It's going to be y equal 3x minus 5. So we noted that in this case, M is equal 3 and B is equal negative 5. So M equal 3 and y intercept will be equal, open parenthesis, 0, comma, negative 5. And we have M is positive 3. M equal 3 is greater than 0 or is positive. We know that for the M positive will be, the graph will look like, if from the left to right, it will be increasing. And also 3 can rewrite as positive 3 over positive 1, or we can rewrite as negative 3 over negative 1. That doesn't change m equal 3. We only need 2 points to wrap a line, so the first point will be the y-intercept, that's 0, negative 5. This is our y-intercept, open parenthesis 0, comma, negative 5. Now we have to find another point. So either we go up 3 units, okay, go up 3 units, and then we run to the right 1 unit. Or we go down 3 units and then run left 1 unit. So how we represent it on the graph? Okay, so the first case we go up 3 units, 1, 2, 3. Then we go to the right 1 unit, 1. So this is the point if we use up and right. If we go down 3 units, 1, 2, 3, you have to go to the left 1 unit, 1. So this can be a point on the graph as well. Now we connect those points, we will have a graph. Okay, we connect it. And remember, when you represent the graph, making sure have the arrow, so we know that it's run from the negative infinity to infinity. Similar for these questions, we'll have rewrite y equal negative 2 over 5 x plus 1. So in this case, our value is negative 2 over 5 and b is 1. So we have m equal negative 2 over 5 and y-intercept is equal open parenthesis 0, comma 1. So remember, we can rewrite the m negative 2 over 5 as 2 over negative 5. So what difference? In the first case, you have to fall down 2 units. Then, because this one is positive, so that will be go right 5 units. In another case, this one is positive 2, so you go up 2 units. And then go to the left 5 units. You can choose one of those to find the second point. The first point we know that is the y-intercept point, that's 0, comma 1. So 0, comma 1. This is the y-intercept. Then we go down to 1, 2, then go right 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are our second point. Now you can connect them. Or if you want to try another one, you can go up 2 units. 1, 2. Then go to the left 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Also, we notice that the m value is negative. M less than 0 or negative. It means look at the graph from left to right. The graph should look like that. It's go down. So now we connect those points. You will see that yes, it look like that. It's go down. So these questions, they not give you the equation in slope-intercept form. They give you in the standard form. So you have to somehow convert it. And how we convert it? We want to isolate the y. So that we have the y on the left side. So we subtract 4x both sides, minus 4x. What we have on the left hand side is 2y equal minus 4x plus 3. Now we divide 2 both sides. We have y equal negative 4 divided by 2, negative 2x plus 3 over 2. Now we can rewrite it one more time. Y equal negative 2x plus 3 over 2. So m value, m equal negative 2. B value, b equal 3 over 2. Right? So y-intercept is open parenthesis 0, 3 over 2. Okay, negative 2, you can rewrite at negative 2 over 1 or 2 over negative 1. This one means you go down 2 units. This one means you go right 1 unit. This one is go up 2 units. This one is go left 1 unit. And remember, we have m, negative m. The graph should look like that. Okay, let's find that. So 0, and then 3 divided by 2, that's 1/2, so 1/2. This point right here. Now we have to go down 2 units. So from here to here is 1, 2, here 2 units. And then we have to go right 1 unit right here. So we have another point. Let's do it darker point. So this is the first one, the y-intercept 0, 3 over 2. And then this is the new point we have. So now we connect them. We'll have something look like that. And it look like this one. So we about right. The same for these questions. So we subtract 5x both sides. We'll have negative 4y equal negative 5x plus a. Now divide both sides by negative 4. We have isolate y on one side. Another side we will have 5 over 4x, the negative. divided by negative will be positive. Minus a divided by 4 is 2. Now we rewrite that one. Y equals 5 over 4x minus 2. So m b so m equals 5 over 4. That is positive. So you can rewrite negative 5 over negative 4. And this one is positive m. So because it's positive m, the graph should look like that. And then we have y-intercept that equal 0, comma, negative 2. Now we find that point, 0, then negative 2. Now we have to find, we go up 5 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4 units. You have another point right here. So just remind one more time, we have positive here, it means go up 5 units, positive 4, we have to go right 4 units, negative go down 5 units, negative go left 4 units. So if we do the negative part, we will have go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then go to the left 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have another point right here. Then we can connect them. And like that. Same for this one, but now we have to identify the intercept and graph. So to identify the intercept is you have to find x-intercept by find the x when y equals 0. When y equals 0, you should plug y equals 0, so we have to rewrite it 3x minus 2. Okay, here the y equal negative 6 and the y value is 0. So from that we will find 3x equal negative 6, divide 3 both sides. We have x equal negative 2. So x equal negative 2, the x-intercept will be right at equal negative 2, comma 0. That is 1 point of x-intercept. Now we find the y-intercept. Y-intercept is when x equals 0 and comma y. So we write 3 open parenthesis minus 2 y equal negative 6, and when x equals 0, so we plug in x equals 0, then we have negative 2y equal negative 6, divide both sides by negative 2. You have y equal 3. When y equals 3, we rewrite a point that 0, comma 3. So we have 2 points. We can find it on the graph. So negative 2, 0. Then we have 0, 3. and then we connect them. So that is the wrap using the intercepts. Similar for this one, so we have x-intercept equal x comma 0. So when y equals 0, this part equals 0. So we have 4x equal minus 12, x equal negative 3. We divide 4 by both sides. So how we got that? And then our first point will be negative 3 comma 0. Right, for y-intercept we have equal 0 equal x and y value. So when x equals 0, the 4x will be equal 0. We have left with 6y equal negative 12. Now y equal negative 2. Okay, we divide both sides by 6. Right, so we rewrite it one more time. 0 comma negative 2. Now we find the point on the graph. So it will be negative 3 right here. Then negative 2 right here. This is negative 3 comma 0. This is 0 comma negative 2. So we connect those points. It should be straight line. Alright. The same for these questions. So we have x-intercept. That will be x comma 0. Now when y equals 0, the 5y is equal 0. We only have left with the 2x equal 20. X equal 10. Negative 10. Because we divide both sides by negative 2. So x-intercept point will be negative 10 comma 0. Now we find y-intercept. That will be 0 comma y. So when negative 2 x equals 0, we will have 5y equal 20. Y equal 4. Divide both sides by 5 to get that. And then we have another point is 0 comma 4. So we find that point. Negative 10, 0. And then we have 0, 4. Now we connect that 2 point. That should be the graph. Okay, for this questions is similar, right? So we have x-intercept equal x comma 0. Now when y equals 0, that 3y should be equal 0. We have 5x plus 15 equals 0. We subtract both sides by 15. We have 5x equal negative 15. Right, now we have x equal negative 3. By divide both sides by 5. Okay, we have 1 point, negative 3 comma 0. Then we're seeking for the y-intercept that equal 0 comma y. Now when x equals 0, the all x term will be equal 0. So now we have 5x to be 0. 5 times 0 is 0. And we left with 3y plus 15 equals 0. Now we have subtract both sides by 15. Y equal negative 5. Divide both sides by 3 to get that. So the final point is 0 comma negative 5. Now we find those points on the graph. It will be negative 3 0, negative 3 0. Then we have 0 negative 5. Now we connect those points. That should be the straight line. And go through those points. Now we have x equal negative 4. So it means whatever the y value is, x always equal negative 4. And in that form, we will have x equal negative 4, here the negative 4. So x equal negative 4, if you don't remember, is that the horizontal line or vertical line? The thing is, plug in any y value, the x value always negative 4. For example, at y equals 0, x equal negative 4. At y equal 1, x equal negative 4. Y equal 3, negative 4. All y value, whatever the y value is, we always have x value equal negative 4. So connect those points, we know that we have the vertical line. That's the vertical line, x equal negative 4. And if we're looking at the word vertical, it starts with a V. And remember, always have reflected it, you will have an X. So X vertical. Vertical is X equal some number. Alright, similar for this one, we don't see any x term in these questions, so we can rewrite at y equal 6 by adding 6 both sides. Now we have y equals 6 for any value of x. So for example, if x equals 0, we have the point that y equals 6. 0 comma 6. Then if x equals 1, we still have 6. X equals 5, still 6. So we know that we will have the horizontal line. That will be draw horizontal line. Here is represent y equals 6 line. And the thing to remember for this one is the horizontal. It will be start with an H. Like that. And then when you write out that on another aspect, it will be like that. That's the Y. See the shape? Go backwards. So that's the Y. The X for the vertical is going to be like that, and then we have the X. Now the Y do the same. We have the H. When you rotate it, it's going to be the Y. Rotate it. X for the vertical, Y. Flip or rotate it. That's the hint. Thank you for participating in this video and see you in the next part.